Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Bowl TV for continued coverage of the 2021 Junior Gold Championships from Indianapolis, Indiana. My name is Aaron Smith with Bowl TV, and we are underway for the 4 p.m. squad here in the second round of qualifying for our U12, U15, and U18 competitors. We've already had 2 squads in the books today. We're going to have 2 more before we're all said and done. Start looking ahead to round number 3. We're going to kick things off. Sounds like we have some varying start times here a little bit, but we are getting underway here at Expo Bowl. The U15 girls making their first visit to Expo. We've had the U18 boys here for every previous round, and we actually do have a round of U18 boys competing on the other side of the center, but the first opportunity for some of the U15 girls to get their 4 games here at Expo. So with that, as we settle in here, got a lot of excitement, a lot of big scores. Let's go ahead and start bringing in some of the other members of the Bowl TV team to get some updates here. Let's start off with Jason Thomas, JT over at Western Bowl. There's JT.
Look who I've got behind me. Aaron Smith. Look who's behind me.
I have to go very close, but yeah, it looks like Nick Hoagland.
It is. I'm getting a little scoop on that I can't share with anybody on what they're bowling on. But yeah, we've got actually a co-ed squad here. We've got girls on one side and boys on the other. So we get to watch a little bit of both when we're over here at Western.
Very cool. Let's head over and visit Curtis Von Kruger at All-Star Bowl, see what he has on tap this round. Curtis.
Hey, Aaron. We have a full squad of U12 ladies getting ready to kick things off. They just turned on the lane for some practice. They are ready to go. They are anxious. Tell Nick Hoagland, a lot of people hate him right now.
That's right
That's
at it.
just the default mode for him.
Yeah, that is. You know what? As a lane man or a lane guru, that's part of your DNA. You just got to be prepared for nobody to like you except one person.
Yeah.
At the end of the tournament.
I remember at his office at the PBA when we worked at the PBA together, he hung on the wall next to his desk a T-shirt that had a big target on the back, and it was basically a lane man T-shirt. So.
Oh, that's so good. You gotta have thick skin.
Yes.
Well, the good news for Nick this week is 6 people will actually like him because we're going to crown 6 champions on Saturday. So there we go.
Cameron
most
Crowe,
liked he's ever been. Yeah.
And 2 last week as well. Brooke Roberts and Cam Crowe. And finally, over at Strike Force, bringing the force and bringing the funk, Mike Flanagan from Inside Bowling.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Just got putting down new gaff tape over here. I
think you got some on you, Mike.
Sir, that is a waste of gaff tape, sir. I admonish you publicly.
Oh,
I will
man.
not print a retraction.
You know, good friends, like when you get something in your teeth, they tell their good friends, you got something in your teeth.
Yeah.
We tell each other when we have gaff tape on our face.
Yeah.
Thank you. Guys, we're delayed over here.
Should have put some up here.
Yeah, right. I need it right up in here. So we are delayed over here at Strike Force. So if anybody's looking for action, we got nothing going on because there's some traffic diversions on I-70.
Oh, no.
So we're delayed about 20 minutes over here, but we will start then. We have 2 players that are missing right now. The only concern that we have right now is one of the players that is over here that's going to be bowling, who's on their way. Their daughter bowls the next squad somewhere else. So we want to make sure that they make it to their next destination so that all games can be bowled. But currently right now, that's what we are. We're on a little bit of a delay over here at Strike Force. And
that actually brings up a good point, Mike, because I've seen some comments in the chat throughout the week of people asking, why is there such a long break, between the squads? Why couldn't we just, bowl one after another and get everybody out of here by 9 o'clock, which, we would all be for. But that is the problem. We're in 8 different bowling centers in a very large city with traffic. And you've got these groups that, could have 40, 50, 60 kids. And one set of them are bowling in a bowling center on one side of the city, and then they've got a squad at the next squad in a bowling center on the other side of the city, and you've got to get through traffic, and you got to try to get food for for the kids, and then some squads run longer than others. So they're really designed to allow people to get from one place to another. That's the reason.
Ah, come on, food's overrated.
All right, guys, we have the updates. We know what's happening here. We're going to go full screen, but we'll still be with you here throughout the course of this round. Once again, currently watching lanes 51 to 54 over on Expo A. The high side of the house, referred to as Expo A in your schedule sheet, available on bowl.com/junior gold. Once again, the U15 girls bowling their second round of qualifying. And the first opportunity to see them here at Expo.
All right. Sit. Ooh, okay. Come on, out of trouble there. Speaking of that, I am interested. If you roll on over to bowl.com and see scoring updates as they come out. Keep in mind, we are entering scores for roughly 3,000 players. That's a little bit. That's a few. So have patience. Right now, U18 leader, Jillian Martin. On the boys' side, Justin Bone had a big block today. Shot 914, 240, 260, 230. Ended up last game with a 165. But the hot hand goes to Daniel Penn of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Shot 957 for 4. Not too bad, 150 over. Finished his last game with a 289. Woo. Puts him at 214. Has games of 206, 231, 231. Ruined his triplicate with that troublesome 289. I'm sure he doesn't regret it. So some big movers and shakers. Nolan Waters with a 907. Shoots 107 over to put him at 115. Some nice scores. Brandon Haney shoots 923 to put him at 55 over, resurrecting him from the depths, if you will. But no surprise, Jillian on the U18 girls side, high block tied with Kylie Husted. Is there any relation to the Dave Husted there?
It's a good question. Not sure on that one.
I mean,
where's she from?
That's a good question. Is she from? That would tell us. White House, Tennessee.
I believe the Husteds usually
in Indy, right?
Usually, actually, I think they're in Oregon nowadays.
Oh yeah, okay.
They've always been there.
That's right.
You're thinking of the other nice guy, perennial sportsmanship award winner, Mike Albee.
Yes.
And then the other one is in New Jersey, Parker Bone.
Yes.
Actually, he's here in Indianapolis.
Well, that's true. He's in Indy this week. That's
Brunswick
gave me a massage yesterday.
Brunswick owned that sportsmanship award for a number of years.
Yeah.
I remember Curtis Odom.
Oh yeah.
Chip award winner. Love me some Curtis Odom.
Yep. Former Brunswick staffer.
Yep.
He's on the Brunswick Circuit Pro Bowling video game.
Nice. Randy Peterson.
He's
never
on
got
that
the sportsmanship award.
No, he didn't. But he is also on the Brunswick Circuit Pro Bowling game.
I got to check that one out.
It's in my office. It's in my office, all set up. It's ready to go. I got a 4x3 Sony Trinitron monitor in my office.
Nice. Kicking back an OG aspect ratio.
Original PlayStation. and got the Circuit Pro Bowling sitting right in the carriage, ready to be played, ready for Aaron Smith to leave a 5-7-10.
When I think of a PlayStation, I think of the notorious Randy Peterson 8-pin.
Yeah.
Because after he finished second in that tournament, I was caddying for him. Guess who was caddying for Ernie Schlegel at that time? None other than my oldest brother, Chris Von.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a rivalry there. But Randy bought me a PlayStation after that.
That's cool.
Thanks, Randy. Appreciate you.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was still in a decent enough mood to buy you a PlayStation after leaving that solid 8.
It was a retrospective. I remember him, kind of gathering himself, walking around in that arena afterward and kind of those halls. And, he gathered himself. He gave me a big hug and said, I'll still buy it, because he had promised to buy it for me if he won. And, but he still shelled it out. I remember getting the golf game was the first game that I purchased for it.
Speaking of gaming consoles, during our stepladder finals next week, or at the end of this week, at the end of this week, we will be giving away an Xbox on site.
Yes,
so if you are bowling in the tournament this week, or you're in the area and you want to come watch and get a spectator pass, that stepladder finals, be sure to come out. You'll have a chance to win an Xbox and some other prizes too. We have
an OG Atari.
With an Atari 2600. That's right.
Yeah, with a ton of games preloaded on it.
Yep, we've got some Beats headphones. We've got some Bluetooth speakers. We've got all kinds of stuff we'll be giving away during the stepladder finals.
The biggest thing we'll be giving away?
We'll be giving away junior gold chip trophies.
And a good time.
Well, they won't be giving them away. You'll have to earn them.
You will have to earn those. Excited about the shows.
Yeah, we're pretty close to being ready to post the U20 stepladder finals on our Bowl TV YouTube channel later today. So if you didn't get a chance to catch that, it's already archived here on Bowl TV, but it'll also be available out there on social media. We've also got some pretty cool clips that we've been shooting the last couple of days. We've got a great clip of Jillian Martin bowling her first certified 300 game, which we posted yesterday. So you should check that out if you didn't get a chance. She was actually mic'd up.
That's a special video right there.
It was. It is. Then we have one of the all-time great strike celebrations.
Yes.
That Curtis picked out for us earlier today, and we were able to clip that out and put that on social, and it's getting quite a few likes and shares and comments. It's pretty classic.
It is. It will absolutely go down as one of those bowl, like you'll be able to just refer to it as the Brooklyn celebration.
Yeah.
I'm confident in that. It'll be just a name. That's how you know you hit the big time.
You're the Brooklyn celebration kid.
Yeah.
Can you do the celebration for me right here?
I mean, he's going to, as long as he bowls, he'll be being asked to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm actually going to, you know what? I've already seen it a bunch, but I'm going to go to Facebook, check out the USBC Facebook page. You should go out there if you haven't checked it out already. How to celebrate a Brooklyn strike. I'm going to go check it out. Probably you can catch that on Instagram too, JC, right? Or JT, right?
Yeah. Yep.
can also find that on Twitter. Give it a good old retweet. I already did that. I've done my job.
I gave the Facebook a little.
As we get toward the end of game number 1 here, our competitors are joining us on 51 and 52. Alex Beals, Courtney Potter, Ariana Clayton, and Samantha Cainhalia. And then over on 53 and 54, Brianna Provenzano, Autumn Budakovala, Michaela Carter, and Paris Mendones. All here in the U15 division. We'll be moving pretty quick here at Expo, just 4 players on a pair. So they will be bowling quick for their 4-game block. But as we mentioned, we're going to have 16 channels available. So for those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, this is the friendly reminder to catch all the action from 4 centers, 64 lanes of coverage throughout the rest of the week. Head over to bowltv.com, pick up a subscription. You can buy an event ticket to watch the live action, $14.95. Pick up a monthly subscription, $9.95, or an annual recurring subscription, $79.95. The monthly and the annual will give you full access to the website, including the archived events. So if you watch or want to go back and watch your young athlete's performance, or if they want to check it out, the monthly or the annual subscription, the way to go. So don't miss out. BowlTV.com. And of course, the Stepladder Finals. Watch it live Saturday. 3 times, 6 champions. We will be ready to go.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty fun. Normally for the step ladders, we tape the shows. We do a full day of taping, and then they air on television over the course of a few weeks. And this time it's just going to be, you just have a watch party all day, and we'll have step ladders for you. It's going to be pretty cool. We've got some divisions will still be determining their finalists, to start that last day on Saturday, the 17th. So we'll have coverage starting at 7:30 a.m. The U15 boys and girls and U18 boys and girls match play. And then that will wrap up around noon, 12:30. But we'll actually have our first step ladder, the U12 boys and girls, starting at 10 a.m. So we'll have a show at 10 a.m. on Bowl TV. Then the U15 boys and girls will be on at 2 p.m. And we'll do another show with those finalists. And then at 6 p.m., the U18 boys and girls step ladder finals. And that'll wrap up Junior Gold. But a whole day worth of step ladder finals.
All right, everybody. So we get into game 2 over here at Expo. As many of you will be prepared for. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, this is going to be the time we're going to let you know we're going to send the feed exclusively to BowlTV.com. So I got a few extra bonus shots here as we made our way across the center to take a look at some scores. A lot of big numbers here at Expo B for the U18 boys. A lot of big names on the squad, and not disappointing so far. Quite a few 250s, 260s, and even 270s up there on the scoreboard. So we will keep an eye, see if they can continue to strike. But for right now, head on over to BowlTV.com, pick up your subscription to watch the rest of the Junior Gold Championships from Indianapolis. So if you're watching on Bowl TV, I'm going to take just a quick station break. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you on BowlTV.com. All right, everybody. Welcome back. Round number 2 of qualifying from the 4 p.m. squad with the 2021 Junior Gold Championships. Currently over at Expo Bowl A, specifically if you're looking at the squad schedule. Watching the U15 girls division. Joining us here on our current featured pair. '51 through '54. To our left, we're going to have Brianna Meester, Kaylee Velasco, Kimberly Yoakum, and Blessing Lawrence. And then over to the right, 53 and 54, Amber Hill, Clarissa Moore, Logan Edelston, and Ulyssa Garcia. for Brianna over on 51 and 52. Put together a nice opening round. Finished the day at -8, sitting in in 12th place overall. So right around a 200 average. We're going to see here now, far left of your screen. Breaks up the split, playing them pretty direct. This is the second of 4 oil patterns these competitors will see. Throughout the qualifying session, everybody did get an opportunity, a 40-minute practice session on each condition. Those took place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as the event transitioned from the U20s to the U12, U15, and U18, the trade show and athlete registration on Saturday, the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Good time had by all.
Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well out there. Mike Flanagan back with you, checking in from over here at Strike Force Lanes. Wanted to let you know we were on a little bit of a delay because of traffic, and I can happily report to you that the bowlers took to the lanes for practice a few minutes ago. There's 2 minutes of practice remaining, so if you wanted to watch someone bowl in the U15 boys over here that we have the players practicing. We're live on all 4 channels, and we'll have competition beginning here in just a little bit, which means for those of you that are watching our main channel here, our main feed on Bowl TV, because we got started a little bit later, we'll probably anchor the broadcast here, so we'll have a little bit of extended coverage for you today for this 4 o'clock squad.
Extended coverage. I like that, Mike.
I knew you would. Executive Director Chad Murphy is here in the building. I spent some time catching up with him, talking through the event. So the Eagle has landed, so to speak. And don't worry, guys. I put in a good word for each of you. We all still have jobs. So I was assured that at least for 2 more days, unless we do something ridiculously bad here on the airwaves, or if one of you fine Bowl TV subscribers were to write in and get us fired. So hopefully you guys won't do that to us. And I'm kidding, of course, but Executive Director Chad Murphy here in the building, checking things out here in Indy. Tennille Milligan is fine. She's doing okay, even though she cannot stand a squad starting late. She was 100% on board with this one starting late because of unforeseen circumstances of traffic here in the Indianapolis area.
Very good point there, Mike. Safety certainly comes first. As you mentioned, some traffic issues. Don't want players and families rushing across the city here.
You know, bowlers have traffic issues sometimes as well on the lanes. Sometimes
they do.
When you follow too much urethane or somebody's using just too heavy a grit of sandpaper, burning up your laydown area. That's a traffic issue in the bowling world, isn't it?
But every once in a while, Mike, everybody works together, and all of a sudden you're in the fast lane.
Every once in a while they do, don't they?
Ooh. Look at us go. Really is a fun component of the unknown opponent, if you will. The oil pattern out there, you can't see it. And for our competitors this week, they won't be able to see what the oil patterns are until after the conclusion of the event. So once again, we've talked about it quite a bit throughout the course of the week. Players having to use their keen eye as they watch their ball reaction across multiple patterns, trying to find the best place to line up and, of course, build their arsenal. Players limited to 5 bowling balls to check in throughout the course of the event, so you have to be very selective in making those decisions. One of those balls, hopefully for most competitors, is some type of spare ball, whether it's plastic or urethane. Spares of the utmost importance this week at Junior Gold. In fact, the guys were talking about it yesterday, and Mike was, it sounded like he was going to build just an entire arsenal for Junior Gold just out of spare balls.
That's right. Starting with the Rose Ball, followed up by the Crown Jewel. Then I was going to have a ball specially designed with notes on it. You know, one of those white balls, and I just have notes all over it of all the things I need to do, like 5-step approach, first step short, take a deep breath, pre-shot routine. Keep your feet slow. Be nice to it at the bottom. Stay down until the ball hits the pins. So I'd have all that written on a ball and then made for me. And then I would have a Manhattan rubber. I want to have a nice rubber ball in case I need some hook.
I have to admit it, Mike. I'm actually a big fan of this note ball, that idea that you just threw down there.
Yeah, I've come up with another idea too, Aaron, just recently on the fly. I don't know if it'll work. I really don't know if I should say it on the air because I don't want anybody to steal this idea, but I'm going to. This is reserved just for you, Bowl TV subscribers. You know, there's oil on the lane, and you mentioned how it's invisible. Well, the texture of the oil is still some sort of different look on the lane than just what a lane looks like regular, right? So wouldn't you think, with the additives they put in the oil and that we could design a set of glasses that when you look at the lane, it shows where the oil is. So when you're on the approach, you put these glasses on, you can see the pattern. I feel like that could happen. Or it's an app for your iPhone where you just walk up, or your Android. I don't want to discriminate here. You walk up on the lane and you just take a picture of the lane, and it would be able to analyze the lane in such detail that you would know exactly where the pattern is. It's like blue oil without the blue dye in it. You know what I'm saying? Like UV rays or something in it. What do you think?
That's intriguing. An intriguing way of looking at it.
X-ray glasses for a bowling lane.
Well, if there's anyone who could put that together, Mike, it's the good folks at Kegel, the official lane maintenance provider for USBC and the Junior Gold Championships. They're hanging out here, taking care of the lane maintenance along with a few other folks. So big thank you to Kegel for their continued support of USBC events, the PWBA, and of course IBC Youth Competition as well. And Curtis is back.
Yes. Just walking around, kind of getting a feel for the field. Some good bowling going on right now. Obviously, we have two different patterns. We have an A and a B side right now. The A side is definitely, it seems like the ladies are playing on the outside. A lot of reactive resin, not as much urethane, obviously, as the boys, but some good lane play here. We got, if you want to check those out, go to All-Star channels 1 through 4. You can catch lanes 11 through 26. That's 8 pair right now. Full house of U12 girls right now.
Hey, Curtis, did you say there's an A and a B side over there? Reminds me of like a really good mixtape.
Oh, yeah.
It's always good to have a good A side and a good B side.
Absolutely. Got to start strong.
Yes, you do. You got to put a number one hit or a very positive song that speaks to you to start that thing out.
Oh, yeah. It depends on who you were giving it to. Depends on who you were giving it. Is it for yourself? For a special someone?
I think this one's for me, and I think I would start my mixtape out right now with New Age Girl by Deadeye Dick.
Oh, okay.
She loves me so she hates to be alone. Don't eat meat. That that one?
Yeah, absolutely. I heard that the other day.
Rock, right?
Yeah.
I got
song.
New Age Girl.
Yeah, that's pinnacle of some 90s pop rock right there.
Yeah, it's also in the movie Dumb and Dumber, which you were talking about yesterday.
Absolutely.
That would be the beginning of my mixtape.
Let's see. Beginning of my mixtape. I'd have to go with Mayonnaise by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
Siamese Dreams album, one of my top 5 albums, and then I follow it up with Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf. Hit him with that 1-2 punch.
I got to tell you, I've got some early striking going on over here. These guys had a opportunity to sit and look at the lanes for a long period of time here today.
Absolutely.
Waiting for everybody to show up.
As we've kind of established, you get that later block, you get a chance to see some lane play, you get a chance to kind of get a feel for where people are playing. Maybe make sure that your surfaces are correct.
Want to know who's bowling on the lanes that we are showing right now, and I'm gonna work on that for you. Kimberly Yoakum, Blessing Lawrence, Kelly Velasco, Brianna Messer, looks like, over on the left side of your screen. Over on the right side of your screen, Clarissa Moore, Amber Hill, Logan Edelman, or Edelstein, and last name Garcia. Don't have the first name because of the way that our cameras are positioned, but we will get that first name for you. But those are the 8 young ladies out there taken to the lanes currently on your screen. Curtis, I'm on high alert here, man. I'm seeing guys trip 4 pins. I've watched 8 shots in a row, and 7 of them were in the pocket, and the other one was Brooklyn Strike. I've got a talented group over here, man.
You got the U15, right? U15 boy?
U15.
Yeah, that's that really, with a few exceptions in the lower divisions, that U15 is really when you start kind of coming into your own. Your physical game really starts to match up. You get a little more strength. You can move up in ball weight. The coaching has probably started to sink in, and you start taking it a little more seriously. So the level of competition starts to really ratchet up when you start talking about that U15 boys side, and girls, of course, for that matter. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that you have such a solid field over there.
I'm over here watching these guys bowl, right? And I mean, I'm seeing 2-handers that torque on it like crazy. And then I'm watching this kid named Gage Anderson who gets to the line really nice. And he looks like he's just going to give it everything it's got. And he might throw it straighter than Dave Arnold.
No.
Yeah, and he's hit the pocket every shot. And he just left a solid 5-pin using an asymmetrical ball with surface. So I'm sure he's like, man, I wish I had some rev rate, right? But at the same time, I like this kid in this tournament because listen to his game. Strike, 9 spare, 9 spare, 9 spare, right? All 9 counts, all in the pocket. I'm rooting for this guy. Gage Anderson is his name, and he is currently on Strike Force number 3 or lane 17 through 20 as we relabeled them today to make it more convenient for our viewers. Good suggestion, viewers. Thanks for that. That's why we changed it. We listened to you. Curtis, can you take a look over there at Gage?
Hold on.
17 to 20. I might even bring up another. It looks like we're going into game 2 over here. Looks like. And we'll give the folks on Facebook and YouTube a look at Gage as well. Let me get myself in a position to where I can do so.
17 to 20?
Yep, Gage. Another 9 count.
Oh, coming up here on the left-hand lane.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he does look like he's going to absolutely just come through it and then just right up the back of it.
Yeah.
Nice little 2-pin there. But you know what? We had talked earlier about an important aspect of this tournament, and that was managing the pocket. And when you close down your angles like that, like you were saying earlier, it really allows you to stay on the head pin, have makeable spares. You're not gonna shoot the big games like some of the other competitors. You're not gonna have the carry, but you're definitely not gonna. Your ceiling is lower, but your floor is higher, I would say. Although I like his physical game. I would like to see him with a little more powerful wrist position at the bottom of his swing, and just a little more tilt, a little more active tilt.
Okay, well, we switched over here to Strike Force. Like I said, they got started a little bit later. We've also got Jamison Doyle as well. Jamison Doyle, who is currently on the front 5 up on your screen right now.
Got to check out the front 5.
Leaves the 210. Of course, as soon as we put it on him, leaves the 210. That's my fault. Sorry, Jamison. Didn't mean that at all.
Gonna be coming up. Oh, gonna be coming up here on the right-hand side. 2-hander, and he knew he threw that one out the window. 210.
Let's see if he gets it. He picks it up, man.
Well, you're reading. You're telling the future there, Mike.
Well, I got it up on our StreamYard. You're probably watching on your main browser.
I am, but I'm watching it on the Junior Gold channel.
Yeah, I know. You're watching a little bit delayed there. So anyway, yeah, well, watch the delayed broadcast here because he's going to pick it up.
There you go.
How about that?
How about that?
And then Gage is right behind him here. Gage just left a 6-pin a little bit high. I got Matthew over here as the front four over on 21 and 22. And I've got some strings over here. I actually have to go for a walk to check this out, man.
I'll hold the fort down.
I'll be right back.
You got to pick up those spares, folks. Seeing a lot of wood left on the deck here. Nice conversion there. Lane 19. Oh, nice shot. A little high there. Gets the break and clears 10 off the deck. Another missed 10 pin there. There's one thing, if you're thinking about bowling or you have a child that's thinking about bowling next year, and Grand Rapids are going to be in the 2022 Junior Gold. You see Gage there, hits the pocket, gets the strike. The one thing I would work on, and you should be working on this no matter what, work on the spares, because you're going to see a lot of them here. They do not make them easy. So shooting spares and really working on that spare game, knowing where you stand, it will add more pins than maybe the extra strike or so in the game. Strikes will at times be very hard to come by. And it'll just overall help your game no matter what. Spend time just dedicated to practice. A game Walter Ray Williams Jr. liked to play was low score. And the objective was to get a 20. Get a 20 for your game. That means you're taking out the 7-pin straight back. You're taking out the 10-pin straight back every frame for a total of 20 pins. You can do that consistently, well, you're going to be pretty good. It's funny, he's a Hall of Fame bowler, close to 50 titles, most titles ever by a PBA player. One of the things he was most proud of was the season. He only missed one make-up spare. An entire season. Holds the record for single pin spare conversions over a season. And that is one of his most cherished moments out on the PBA Tour amongst a historic career. Art, you're asking when Jillian Martin's going to be on. I believe she will be on tomorrow. I'll get you the exact time and location for that, but she will be on our live stream in the coming days. So don't you worry. You'll get an opportunity to see that young lady and her amazing game. Obviously, if you want to check out that 300 video we posted earlier, it's for her first sanctioned 300 game of her career. Of course, you got to feel like there's going to be many, many more.
I have no possibilities of 300s here now.
Okay. We have somebody asking when Jillian Martin is going to be on our live stream.
For sure, Thursday at 4 o'clock right here.
There you go.
I do know that. I don't know where she's at tomorrow. I think she might be at Celebrity tomorrow.
We have, 8 centers in play here this week?
I think so.
So a lot of centers. Right now we have coverage of 4 centers. We have Mike is over there at Strike Force. Jason Thomas at Western Bowl.
Yep.
We've got A.A. Ron Smith holding down the fort at Expo. And of course, I am at All-Star. Be sure to browse the different coverage we have across the 4 centers. See it below in your feed, or if you're watching on the mobile app or on a mobile browser, you'll see the squares in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Allow you to press that, and you'll get to see the many channels, 4 per center. Doing the quick math, that's 16 different channels. 4 lanes per channel, 64 lanes of coverage, 32 pairs. And an awful lot of bowling.
Brother Coach, I love it.
So 156 for Josh. Landon bowled 155. Jameson can still bowl 246 right here. Looks pretty good. Oh, a blower 710.
Oh, that's no good. Never like to see that. Feel like you make a good shot.
Christopher bowled 204. So let's see if he can pick it up. You know, we had that debate during the last squad whether or not he should throw at the left pin or the right pin. See what his strategy is here. Looks like he's going after the left pin. And gets count. Finishes with 214. And here's my man Gage now stepping up here in the 10th frame. I told you this guy throws it nice and straight, keeps the ball in play, picks his spares. He is clean through 9 frames and can still bowl 203. Starts here, first ball in the 10th for Gage.
There you go.
Strike. I think it was a crossover from what I could see. Let's see if he can capitalize on that crossover. I mean, this guy, seriously, Dave Arnold looks like Belmo compared to Gage right here. Gage throws it about as straight as you possibly can. He might be the most accurate player in the field.
Look at this.
Here he is. Look at this. Come on, carry ball.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Gage with a double in the 10th can bowl 203.
There you go. I think that
clean game, man. Clean game from Gage.
I think that drives home the point we've been making. You don't have to torque it. You don't have to rip the cover off of it. But you can be effective by just... And there he goes.
Crosses over. All right, 5-9. Bowls 201.
There you go. Nice game, Gage.
How about it?
A few tweaks he probably could make to his game. Get a little more power.
Yeah, he definitely lacks power, but he doesn't lack accuracy, that's for sure.
He can meld the two.
Well, and his spare game is so simple because he just throws a strike ball at everything.
Pretty
He doesn't
much.
change his release or anything. No.
But if you look how he gets it, his point of release, he's around pretty much the side of the ball. He's not underneath it like he needs to go. So if he can keep his wrist in a little bit more of an aggressive, stronger position, gives him the opportunity to come around a little more and produce a little higher rep rate, a little more hook.
Yeah, it looks like somebody has bumped my camera as I got to tilt my head sideways here on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, I was giving Curtis a hard time about his framed shots, and looks like I got one here today.
Hey, it happens. I'm not going to criticize you for that.
But I criticized you off air, so...
Yeah, it is what it is. I think you were actually on air. It's fine. Yeah, I believe the quote was, "I need a hard hat because I'm worried the building is going to fall on you." Not that I keep track or anything.
We can play it back right here for the court reporter if you like.
That could have been in our chat.
Yeah.
I think it might have actually.
Oh man, that's great. That is wonderful. I heard there was a giraffe hanging out somewhere over here as well.
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Yeah,
grazing and relaxing.
Yeah, he was eating leaves out back on a tree.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we had a giraffe hanging out over at the trade show the other day when we were setting up.
See the American flag being raised there. They're calling it official. It's not just patriotism.
I think it would be great if every time the American flag got raised that the national anthem started to come on and everybody had to stop bowling. If you were mid-approach, you had to stop.
We would never finish a block.
Which would be perfect because then I wouldn't, we would get to just call bowling all the time.
You make a solid point there. Thanks, Sir Oren 100, giving out good information there in the Bowl TV chat, helping people out, showing that we have one of the best communities around.
I like what James says. James, first of all, there was a question here that was, so do we earn points for watching this event? You do earn points while you're on Bowl TV. And then he follows it up with Bowl TV doesn't know what they're going to do with the points. That's not 100% accurate.
Bowl TV hasn't announced what they're
You're kind of right. You're kind of right, James. But think about it like this, right, buddy? Here's how you do it. Basically, there was this idea of, man, we need to figure out a way to recognize our viewers that are hardcore viewers, like
our most devoted fans.
Yeah, like the super fans, man. So how can you figure that out, right? I mean, there's got to be a way to figure that out. So the team came up with a way that logs your hours and assigns you points. So if at any given time, there's like, hey, you know what? What about this or what about that? Well, who should we reach out to get their opinion? Well, you want to reach out to the people that have watched the most hours on Bowl TV and find out how to help shape the changes of things, right? So it's really a tracking tool. But then again, at the same time, it affords you the opportunity, since it is how many hours you watch, that as Bowl TV continues to evolve, it presents opportunities for potential giveaways, awards, milestones, a lot of different things like that. So doesn't know what they're going to do with the points. Well, currently right now we're already doing something with the points. We're finding out who our super fans are. And number two, what opportunities you can get for tuning in to watch Bowl TV. I have just eclipsed 1,100 points, which I don't know what that means because I wasn't part of the creation of that, but I'm guessing 1,100 hours, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I know JT's got some. He's right now, I believe, is the #1 point getter, which means he's probably going to get a live talking giraffe with a tree. So that prize won't be available.
But if you come to the step ladder finals, be televised on the 17th on Bowl TV. If you're able to make it to that finals, you'll get a chance to win an Xbox. Xbox One there,
oh, wow.
Mr. Flanagan.
That's amazing.
We're going to give away an Xbox. We're going to give away Atari, a couple of other prizes. You won't want to miss it on top of just being able to watch some incredible bowling.
At the U.S. Open, we gave away a Roger Nordic autograph.
Oh, that must have been a high dollar item.
It was. And I could probably get another one.
Ooh, those are rare.
I might be able to get another one.
That just shows how connected you are, Mr.
Well,
Flanagan.
it does. I appreciate that, Curtis, very much. You pulling that out, and making it known. But the thing is if I do get that, how would we give that away? I mean,
I would keep that close to the heart. I mean, I might not once I got that in my hand. I don't know if I could give it away.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's one of those prizes you just want to pocket.
Wow, James sitting with 1,345 points. Thank you, James.
Really?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're looks like you're about 4,000 off of our leader.
Hey, keep watching. Keep watching. And I do
Jason
appreciate you giving the shout out to the PWBA Tour. I will make one minor correction. We'll give you a $10 discount on that yearly price, make it $79.90.
James, no problem, man. This was fun answering your. See, here's the thing. This is the time of the day, at least for me, that I need interesting questions that I can talk about for 3-4 frames at a time so that you guys get the best version of me possible.
Yeah, and trust me, you want the good version of Flanagan.
Right. Because I was talking to Paul Klimpa earlier, and he's like, I like listening to you, and I'm sure he was just saying it because he was being nice, and I was just right in front of him, and he didn't want me to punch him. So what was nice was he said, you guys present the scoreboards, you guys put the bowling in front of everybody. There's no reason that you have to constantly call out every ball, every frame, every pin. He's like, I enjoy your banter, especially during qualifying.
Absolutely.
So in honor of Paul Klimpa, that's what we're going to do a majority of the rest of the event until we get to match play. Okay?
Between the two of us, we've got tons of stories, anecdotes, bits of information that we've accumulated over our, well, many, many years out on the various bowling circuits. I hope you're excited to watch the summer kickoff series, James. It's going to be streamed right here on Bowl TV from the ITRC the end of July. Kick off our second half, our final half of the PWBA Tour. We got some multiple titles going to be given out. Best bowlers in the world.
What is the what do you call it, ITRC? What is that?
That is the International Training and Research Center located in Arlington, Texas, in conjunction with the United States Bowling Congress's main office.
Oh, so it's part of the bowling campus, the ITRC is?
Yeah, absolutely. We also have the Hall of Fame there.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
It's where Team USA does a lot of training there, too. Top-notch coaching. You can, if you're actually in the area, you can sign up and be coached by some of the best coaches in the country.
Yeah.
Check out the mini exhibits we have over there. Be in the middle of the action. They do a lot of ball testing over there as well. Jason Milligan heads up that research part.
We got some new players coming in here, action underway. We got Cody. We got Shane Duvall.
Mike, I just blinked my eyes, and it's already game 4 over here.
Is it really game 4 where you are?
Absolutely. I have the smell of hot dogs in my nostrils, and the game 4 coming through. It's a pretty good time.
It's amazing.
Ben Reddick, I'm sorry to hear that your daughter missed her last junior gold. Man, I can imagine the relationships she built, and you guys built. Cherish those memories. I know she will. I know you will.
Oh, my goodness. That was a run over the rack 7 there. These guys look like they know each other. They got the same jersey on.
Oh, man. Yeah, I just caught that on, like, what, lane 56? Or no, lane
15.
I can't see.
Yep.
Lane 15.
Yep, and somebody just moved the camera on me now, too.
I noticed that.
You know what I can do, though? I can control this thing. I can control this from my phone up here. This is pretty cool. So that's going to be the second one. So this is like some Star Trek type stuff up here. All right. So this camera is nicknamed RRK. Okay. So watch this, Curtis. This is Prepare to be amazed, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to prove.
Look, Mom, no hands.
Yeah, I want to prove. Because I know sometimes people think I embellish a little bit. Okay, so I'm in the booth right now.
It is true.
Have not left. Now this
You
is
could even pop it up. There you go.
This is going to be amazing. Okay. Did you know that I have this special technology over here, Curtis?
I had an inclination.
All right. All right. Now I'm going to move this camera over. I'm going to wave my magic wand onto the screen. I'm waving it. No hands, everybody. Oh.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. It is magic. There we go.
And it's still not amazingly level, but I can work on that still.
Hey,
Folks,
baby steps.
I'm going to go on America's Got Talent with that.
I'm sure you will get buzzed off of me.
Never left the booth.
Hey, that is technology at its finest.
We got these robo cams,
otherwise known as Mevos. Yeah, I'll drop the name brand on the stream. I'll drop the name brand. James mentioning the Lucy that's coming up. Doubles tournament between the PWBA, PBA Tour that will award a title to members. Always a great event. Gotta love the Lucy, don't you, Mike?
Absolutely. Donna Connors, Carol Norman.
Donna Connors, Hall of Famer Donna Connors.
U-Strike 2 Pro Shop. Been running that event for a long time. It's done a great job and a great tribute to Lucy Bonneau.
Yep. Fought valiantly. I don't like to say she lost her battle because she didn't lose her battle. She fought valiantly. And the Nelsons over there at Copperfield Bowl. A strange fact, I worked with Mr. Nelson's son at Apple. Odd little tidbit there. He didn't even know I was involved in bowling.
That's cool.
That used to be my home center back when I lived in Houston. Lots of good memories there.
Looks like we're having an employee meeting over at Western, and we weren't invited.
We're not that important.
Well, I am.
No, well, I'm not that important. Let me rephrase that.
Well, you're getting there. You're at about 17% of where you need to be.
Yeah, you know what? I'll start being a shameless self-promoter. Take a few pages out of the Flanagan playbook. Check out my Instagram.
Yep.
My Facebook.
Man. So JT doesn't have his cans on right now. We should say something about Star Wars and see if he'll automatically bring himself on the air.
A disturbance in the force, if you will.
Okay, so I will start this conversation as soon as I see him put the earbuds back on. Everybody in the chat, start typing stuff about Star Wars, like we're having a conversation. Best Star Wars movie ever.
Yeah, let's rank the Star Wars.
Yeah, I gotta pull them up because I don't even know them.
I would say Empire Strikes Back, the original Star Wars, followed by Return of the Jedi.
Okay, all right. So everybody, we're playing a joke on JT here. You're all in on it with us. we're going to
If
start.
you don't know, Jason Thomas is a massive Star Wars fan. Oh, here you go. He's about to. And so, I definitely think that Empire Strikes Back is probably the best Star Wars film.
Well, I like that one, but I kind of like Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, just because it's just done in HD. And I talked to you guys about this before. I feel like that is the best Star Wars.
Rogue One's pretty good.
Yeah, Star Wars Story. That one, was that 2016 that one came out?
That seems to be all right.
I think so. I think most people think the best Star Wars movie is
Empire. It's Empire.
1977, A New Hope.
What do you think,
Episode
JT?
Well, okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Hold on.
Am I on? Is this thing on?
What are you doing, JT?
I heard Star Wars. I had to come in. You're going off the rails. I think we're in need of some education here.
Okay.
So first off, if you go by the AFI list of the 100 greatest movies of all time, the only one on the list is Star Wars: A New Hope, the first Star Wars. But the reason is because of the impact it had on movies, right?
Oh, phenomenal.
But if you're talking about the best movie critics and film aficionados, The Empire Strikes Back is clearly the best Star Wars movie. And the reason, there's many reasons, but the main reason is it's basically the Rosetta Stone for the whole Star Wars series. It explains everything.
Yeah.
But it also had incredible twists. It ends on a bad note, which critics tend to like, because that I think in a critic's mind that is because if you're a critic, the reason you're a critic is because you failed at the thing that you love. So your view of life is always dim. Right? That's my theory of critics. Okay.
That's why food critics are so brutal.
Correct. So, but no, I agree, and I would say the better argument is which the second best Star Wars movie. It's not even close with the best one. It's Empire.
It's Empire.
So what's the second best Star Wars movie?
I would say the most interesting storyline for me would be Rogue One. I liked it. It was a unique, different story.
Yeah,
another part that gave a lot of context to the world.
Yeah, I liked Rogue One for sure, but I would not pick that as my second best.
Is it A New Hope? Is A New Hope?
It could be. A lot of people think A New Hope is the second best.
Or would you go Last Jedi?
I would go Last Jedi.
Really? You like the Ewoks, huh?
No, that's Return of the Jedi.
Oh no, Last Jedi. Oh,
Last Jedi is
the newest.
Yeah, right. The second newest. The newest is in Mike.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, that doesn't exist. That movie was not made.
It's like the third Superman.
It's persona non grata, as far as I'm concerned.
So JT, just FYI, what we did right there was you were having an employee meeting without us. I saw that in the little thing down below.
So you sucked me in by
talking
Star Wars.
I told the chat and Curtis
put the Star Wars tractor beam on and sucked me into the Death Star.
I said as soon as JT puts on the headphones, we're going to start talking about Star Wars. And suddenly, this man is going to join us on the air within a couple of seconds.
Well, if it would have just been Star Wars and you would have talked about it the right way, I wouldn't have had to get on the air and set you guys straight. But because I heard it going off the rails, I had to come in.
Yeah, that was perfect, man. That was so good. Mm. Oh, that
Well,
was
while I'm here, I might as well talk about some bowling.
yeah, and I'm about to make my walk here, check for 300 games.
I've had a few near misses the last couple of squads. I'll give you a little rundown on some of the ones that I've seen. And the last one was classic. It was so funny. Let me get you the name of the young man. I have it here on my phone.
I just had a celebrity, finally a celebrity come in and check with me. I got a tap on the shoulder. The big boss, Mr. Murphy.
Oh, nice. So Ryan Toffoli, the last game, had the front 10, and he missed on the 11th shot. He left the 2-8, and he was so nervous that he got a big round of applause. There's a lot of people in the building, and it was really cool. And he walked back, and he was high-fiving everybody, and getting hugs from people. And he comes back and talks to his family. And I think it was his grandmother's like, "Hey, you're not done with the game yet, buddy. You got to still shoot your spare." and then he goes up and shoots the spare and comes back, and he's like, "Oh my God, I was so nervous. I couldn't even feel my legs. I was just so nervous on that last shot." It was classic. It was great. So he bowled 287. And then on the previous squad, I had Eric Jones bowl 289, left-hander, two-hander. Left a 6-pin on his last shot. Threw a really good shot, almost tripped it out. And he had a nice 289, which he said put him plus for the tournament, which he was happy about. And then one more young man, 289, earlier today as well. He left a nasty ring 10. It was a great shot. And I think his name is James Pinn, which is an appropriate name for a bowler.
Yeah. Very apropos.
Also got to watch on my featured pairs here at Western Bowl, Abby Leyendecker came through. She's the sister of Allie Leyendecker, who was a junior gold champion a few years back and now top collegiate star. She's bowling in the U15 division. She looks to be a star herself.
Real quick, JT, Bailey Wells working on 279 here. We just cut in over here to Expo Bowl right here on 61 and 62. Four pin.
Never fails.
I know. I don't know what else to say.
You are the black cloud, sir. You don't even have to be physically in the building. Your cloud extends. So it's across the city of Indianapolis right now.
Well, it meets me halfway across the sky.
Double rainbow all the way.
Sorry to interrupt, JT. Just Aaron Smith had given us that. And,
No, that's good stuff. I was pretty much done with my story. Anyway, but yeah, it's been a good day over here at Western. I've had a lot of other things to take care of, unfortunately, while the bowling's been going on. But I've had a chance to go out and shoot some video. So we'll try to get all that posted. Maybe we'll do like a black cloud reel of all the 300 games I've broken up over here. But you know what? It's so different. These kids are so excited, when they shoot these big games over here. They know it means a lot. The parents and family watching behind are all into it, and they're giving them big rounds of applause, and it's pretty cool to see.
So just to give everybody an idea of what games we're in, I can speak for myself over here at Strike Force. We got started about 30 minutes late due to traffic issues that was outside of the parents and athletes' control. So we got started a little bit late. We are just finishing game number 2 over here. And let's send it over to Curtis for a check-in over at All-Star. What game you in, bud?
We are currently we have about half the house finishing up their 4th game. Some are already done. And so everybody's kind of wrapping up midway or done with the 4th game. We're going to be heading into the break here in a few minutes.
And JT over at Western.
Yeah, I've got to my right, we've got the U15 girls division, and they're pretty close to halfway through game number 4. And the U18 boys are just starting game 4.
Okay.
You have, what, 5 to a pair over there? 4 to a pair?
4 on the girls and 5s for the boys, which is why they're taking a little bit longer.
Yeah, and I got 6 to a pair over here. And we started late.
We were talking about Daniel Penn a little bit early. He's currently sitting in 3rd place. Shot a 957 for his 4-game block. Day 2, 206, 231, 231, 289. We mentioned him a little bit earlier. As we said before, Justin Bone in the lead right now at plus 225. Zach Grime at 222 over, shot a 952. A high game of 268. So it's gettable out there, JT. It's definitely gettable.
Yeah, and Justin's leading with a 165 his last game, so he was really whacking them. 247, 266, 236, and then 165 his last game. And I think Justin Bone has a really cool story. He's got a great vlog, so you should definitely follow him over on YouTube.
Absolutely.
But I thought he was always a good bowler. I mean, I've Curtis, you've known them since they were born, basically. And I've known him for a long time as well. And I always felt like Brandon was the one that, was more into bowling and was going to be the one that was going to follow in his dad's footsteps. And I always thought Justin liked bowling, but just not, wasn't as into it, right? And boy, I'll tell you what, he is totally into it now. He converted to 2 hands, which is hard to do.
I think that's kind of what ignited the fire under him. He realized he could do something pretty special with that.
Yeah. And boy, I'll tell you, he is one heck of a bowler.
If you want to take an opportunity, get a little more personal insight into the Bone brothers, Justin and Brandon, head on over to YouTube. Check out the Junior Gold Trade Show, second television show we broadcasted from there. Check out the Gauntlet. It's about an hour into the broadcast. Get to see 30 minutes into the broadcast. I'll fun time we had with them over the trade show. Got to see a little bit more of their personality. Good time.
Yeah, those 2 Gauntlet shows were great. You've got a future as a game show host, Curtis.
Hey,
or a present as a game show host.
Hey, we still we might have some plans to make some more of those throughout the season. We'll keep you informed.
We still got to do our PWBA Tournament of Champions
absolutely
episodes.
Absolutely, you need to get Missy Parkin back. Or actually, I think Actually, I think Scott Norton won that. Deandra Asbeatty, Verity Crawley. These are great shows. Great shows. Check them out. You can see those in the archive. I believe those are in the archive here on Bowl TV.
They are. That's correct. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you don't have access to that archive, monthly subscribers or yearly subscribers or get an access to the archived content, and go to the channels list here and check out the archived events. And you have access to countless hours, just more bowling than can wave a bowling ball at, of quality content from an array of events, including PBA, PWBA, collegiate, junior gold, and a multitude of other platforms. Also have access to educational material. You can see that in the lab. And then we have some historic shows where you can find them as well. So a little bit of a perk for taking the plunge and being a monthly subscriber or a yearly subscriber. Just
Yeah, I mean, we the website that we have for Bowl TV, there's a company that developed it, not just for us, although there are some specific custom features that we have on the website, for us. But it was developed as a video gaming website, and then they got into the live stream business, and so they tell us, they go, how do you guys produce so much content? Like they think we're insane. We do a PWBA event, and if we're doing 30 hours of coverage and 5 channels, you're basically doing 150 hours of content for one event. So if you were to start watching let's say you missed the PWBA that weekend and you wanted to watch every ball on every channel, you wouldn't even be finished watching it by the time the next tournament started. That's if you got no sleep and watched it back to back to back to back. So it's just an insane amount of content that you're able to watch, and we're doing it here every round here. We've got 16 channels at 2.5 hours a piece. So every 4 hours, we're doing 32 hours of content. By the end of the tournament, we will have about 1 year's worth of video. So if you were to watch it from start to finish without taking a break, it would take you 1 year to watch this whole tournament.
That is startling. That is, when you put it in that context, when you frame it in that way, it just puts into perspective what a value that subscription. Literally, you have more content than you could ever watch. I think we're gonna.
We're gonna move over to Western 4.
Wow.
Buffalo Bills Center.
Yeah. Still don't have the hat. Still looking for the hat.
We'll get it.
Where do you guys want me to go?
I think we're there. I think we got it. Aaron Smith is on it, man.
Earning his paycheck today. Oh wait, he actually gets paid for this. That's right.
Okay, so we get to watch these two groups of ladies finish off their qualifying block for today. We've got Alyssa Marlowe, Amber Bozich, Brianna Archibald, and Mia Antones on 43 and 44. We've got Jacqueline Poro, Olivia Jacks, Amelia Lemanovitz, and Alexia Schmidt. My eyes are getting old. It's tough for me to read these score monitors from my vantage point, and I have 48-year-old eyes.
And like me, a 48-year-old beard. Get that that gray is starting to really be predominant in my beard. So,
well, I'll tell you, there's some cheering going on over here. Got some strikes. Mia Antimez getting up with a 3-bagger.
looking right here on the left right here.
Oh, a little high flush. Rolls the 9-pin out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my eye doctor, when I was about 40, he asked if my eyes were starting to have trouble focusing. And I said, no, not at all. And he said, yeah, when you hit 45, you will. As you know, Yoda said when Luke said, I'm not scared, he said, you will be. You will be. And all of a sudden, I was at a bowling tournament shooting some video of a 300 game potential bid. And I looked up from the viewfinder to find where I was, and it took me about 30 seconds to focus. And I was like, what was that? What's wrong with me? And came home from that tournament, went to the doctor, and I said, hey, I think it happened.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And he explained to me that the muscle in your eye starts to lose its elasticity at around age 45, so it can't focus.
That makes sense.
Oh, wonderful.
You bring up Yoda.
Oh, wonderful. So that's what you guys have to look forward to.
Oh, wonderful. 4 years away from that one, JT. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
I'm not sure what 45 is in giraffe years.
Hey, JT.
Good thing the giraffe over here, guys. Just hanging out up in a tree right now, enjoying the leaves. Oh, I'm so tired here. Oh, it's been a long day. Yeah.
Giraffe, do you think Mia Antimez is going to strike for a 5-bagger here?
I don't know.
I think she's got it right here.
I hope so. Get me out of here sooner so I can get.
Oh, roll that 2-pin.
Come on, it, Maria.
I think she rolled the whole bucket, actually, guys.
Actually, it does look like she rolled the bucket. They're getting rowdy over there at Western Bowl.
Mia has a big following.
You can hear the spurs and pistol shots.
That's right. It's like high noon at Western Bowl.
Have you ever seen the bad lip reading for seagulls? It's the Yoda bad lip reading song.
No,
Oh,
I
you
have not.
check it out. You will die laughing.
Okay. Then I'll have to wait until we're done tonight because I don't want to die before the qualifying ends. In fact, I should probably wait until Friday to watch it because if I die before then, you guys are in a lot of trouble.
It will have been worth it.
I don't think Mike Larson's going to be able to get all these streams online with everything else he's doing over here this week. All right. Well, it'd be cool if we got to see a little 237 here from Mia Antimez. Alyssa Marlowe with a nice game working. She can shoot 204 with one more strike. Got a couple of young men with the front four on Western 3, which we can bounce over to after the U15 girls wrap up.
Well, we are completely wrapped over here at All Star.
What happened here?
I don't know.
I didn't bring it into the booth.
Oh, we lost our big toe.
We did lose them, didn't we?
Yeah. All right. Well,
I guess. I mean,
rectify
now I've got no lanes here. I can go find something.
But people don't want to stare at our face for the last 30 minutes of the squad?
Absolutely not.
That was kind of funny.
Okay, well, I'm StreamYarding.
Oh, I got some bowling up from over here for now. But JT, if you got something, feel free to come on in.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I see it now.
All right. Well, in the time it took me to do that, unfortunately, we missed Mia Antomez's first attempt in the 10th. She's left a 5-9.
Oh, that's
and chops it. And she shoots 203. So Alyssa Marlowe, 203. Mia Antomez, 203. Brianna Archibald, 200. And Amber Bozic, 190. So a good group in there.
That's what we like to call a star frame.
Yeah. And with that, I will bounce us over to Western 3. All right, so on this pair, on these two pairs, we've got Jonathan Bauer, Mark Holmes, Seth Colling, Joshua Alonso, Dylan Broadus, and then on 39 and 40 we have Sammy Shadaman, Cameron Brundage, David Hafner, Corey Carroll Tanner, and Zachary Thrash. And a few strikes up on the board here. Certainly feels like and looks like, and the word around the building is that we're on a bit of a longer pattern, but you can play out. And we kind of saw a similar pattern to this in the U20 division last week, where you could play out, but there was a big cliff if you missed in. And so it was very easy to get faked out and play to the left, which you normally would do on a long pattern. But if you get your feet to the right or left for a lefty, there's some friction on the gutter. And if you can just find a way to blend out that cliff, you can shoot some big scores, which we've seen today.
Develop a little hold there.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen some two-handers throwing it up the gutter with urethane having a lot of success. And we've seen some of the straighter players that are able to go up the lane have a lot of success and just stay right on top of that friction with reactive. But you try to go open up your angles and throw it to the gutter, and it can get real ugly real fast.
And we've said it time and time again. Often it's more important to manage the pocket in a tournament like this than it is to strike. Because all you're looking to is advance. You want to try to advance to that first cut. And if you can get into match play, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But, if you're in the U18 division and you're looking at the top 16, it's 100 over right now.
That's true.
So, there are some scores out there, and you gotta imagine at some point, the patterns are going to get difficult, and you got to get the pins when you can. I mean, there are currently, after the latest standings update, 64 players that are plus on the U18 boys side, which is that's a good number. As we mentioned, there were some few issues over at Expo, which has put them a little bit behind. So as soon as we're done here at Western, we're going to jump over there for game number 4. And we're going to get to watch, I think, something that's a bit of a rarity in bowling, which is a two-handed young lady named Taylor Kretz. And she's going to be over on Expo 51 to 54 for game number 4. So we'll get a chance to watch her as soon as we're done here on Western 3. We did get to see a young two-handed lady at our last PWBA event. So slowly but surely, we're seeing more and more two-handers on the lady side. Pretty amazing to see how many of the boys now throw it with two hands versus just as little as 10 years ago. Pretty amazing to think the impact Jason Belmonte has had on the game with his style. Oscu Palermo obviously had something to do with that as well, but what Jason Belmonte has done in the last 10 years has just revolutionized the sport, not only from the standpoint of how much he's won and the mark that he's made as one of the all-time great bowlers in the history of the sport, but also just the impact he's had on how young people want to play the game. Had a conversation with somebody who wasn't in the know about the sport of bowling, and I explained to that person, in the history of the sport, if we had to make a pie chart of all of the people who bowlers want to throw the ball like, it would be a pretty short list. And I made a pie chart that had about 49% filled with one bowler and 49% filled with another bowler, and then the 2% everybody else. And one of the 49% was Mark Roth, and the other 49% was Jason Belmonte, and the 2% was everybody else. But it comes down to those two bowlers have had a bigger impact on the style evolution in the sport than any other bowlers in the history. And you can really see it here at Junior Gold, what Jason Belmonte's impact has been on the sport.
Absolutely. And then other pros that have, what do you call that when somebody comes along, confirm that that's a good idea?
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Obviously Simo and Svensson and Chris Vi and Kyle Troop. Those are four of the best in the world. Not just two-handers, they are the best bowlers in the world.
The season Kyle Troop has had ranks up there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the all-time. We did a series over the hiatus due to COVID on the 20 greatest seasons in PWBA history, and certainly makes you think of what that list would be, in terms of the PBA. Certainly Mark Roth had a few seasons that maybe make that list, probably 77 and for sure, but Walter Ray's 93 season was pretty remarkable. But yeah, Kyle Troop, I think his season that he's had this year is right up there. Certainly, Norm Duke always had an interesting way. The players get to vote on Player of the Year with media as well. And I asked him one time, how do you know? Because I was joking with him. I said, don't you just vote for yourself every year? And he said, no. He said, I don't. He said, I have a system for who I vote for. And I thought it was going to be some complicated. I go, okay, well, what's the system? He goes, whoever makes the most money, that's who I vote for. So if somebody made more money than I did, I vote for them. So for him, it was very simple. But yeah, I mean, if that's your way of ranking the greatest seasons, then Kyle Troop would be right at the top of the list.
Certainly would. I got standings over here from Strike Force after 2, as we're about 3/4 away, game number 3 over here. Ryan Burgess bowled 255, 193. He's our leader over here for this squad. Trevor Anifer bowled 243 and 199. Devin McKickey bowled 225, 216. Nick Weidenbach, 227, 210. Jeremy Holcomb, 188, 243. Casey Campbell, 171, 254. Matthew Grimaldi, 204, 212. Gage Anderson, my buddy, 201, 213. Very steady. Jamison Doyle, 214, 191. Landon Connell, 182, 222. Jordan Bowerly, 193, 208. Two more players even. Liam Harmon and Edison Greenbaum. So those are your even or higher scores over here at Strikeforce.
All right, coming down to the end of game number 4 here on 39 and 40 at Western Bowl. And as I mentioned, we'll jump over to Expo and watch a two-handed young lady as soon as we're done here. Taylor Kretz. All right, so Zachary Thrash finishes up his game number 4 and going to head over to Expo Bowl. We're going to can you do the Wayne's World thing for me, Mike? Are we there yet?
Yep.
Okay. There we are. And they are just getting started here in game number 4.
They're going at a similar pace as me over here. I'll be maybe just a little bit behind. And we'll be back again tonight at 8:30.
Oh, Essence Collins getting the 10 out late. Got Morgan Klein coming up next on lane 52. Miley Brooks just struck over there on lane 51. And getting up now is the young lady we've been mentioning, two-hander, Taylor Kretz. Not bad. Look at that. Did you see that, Mike?
Pretty impressive.
She must have known we put her on the live stream.
I think she does.
First shot comes out of the gate, snaps the 10 out, and then does a little shake and bake, twist and shout. Okay. As Emil Williams would say. Okay. That's his way of signaling approval.
And if she pulls a good game, he'd probably say, "How about that?"
How about that? And if she throws another one like this next one, I'm going to say bang after that shot.
Now, what division is this one?
This is U15 girls, Michael. All right, let's see what Taylor can do. Follow up that very impressive debut here on Bowl TV. She certainly likes to react. Putting on a show. Kind of has the Kyle Troop, kind of keeps the ball low. You know, Jason Belmonte more of a keeps the ball kind of waist high and turns around it. Kyle keeps the ball more low and gets his arm extended a little bit more. It's pretty interesting, Mike. We've gotten to the point where, you know, there's pretty significant differentiation among the two-handed styles.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's not just two-hander anymore. It's, you know, there's different lengths of pushaways and swings, and you know, Anthony Simonson does it. Yeah. Anthony Simonson winning the PBA finals. A couple of two-handers in the title match for that event.
Yeah, he was pretty fired up winning that one. He's had a little drama come his way this year, and that's kind of a way to kind of wipe some of that clean in his mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, I have a little bit of a different perspective on, you know, what's gone on there. I know there was a lot made of it, and you know, you go through stretches on television where things don't go your way, and you know, we've seen some of the greatest players of all time have some pretty bad runs on television, and you know, Anthony was in the midst of one of those, and you know, it's frustrating. You know, I remember, interestingly enough, Marshall Holman was known to have some demons on television, and one of the matches I remember vividly was him bowling Randy Peterson when Randy Peterson was, you know, just a young pup on the tour, and they bowled in the semifinal match for the PBA National Championship, and Randy threw the front 10 at him, but Marshall early in the game, he started with a double, then got up and left the Greek church and lower 7-10 the next two shots. They went to commercial, and basically Marshall threw in the towel, and Randy just ran over him. And so, you know, it was just an interesting perspective on, you know, how things can start to go against you, and you know, you can get in kind of a bad place mentally where you just don't think things are going to go your way on TV because it's just such a short format. And you know, Marshall Holman, he would have won a lot more titles in his career, and I think he'll be the first to admit this, if he had just been a little bit more even-keeled on TV. And so it just looked to me like Anthony just got a little frustrated with, you know, the direction he was going on TV, and was getting a little bit frustrated when things wouldn't go his way. And I think, you know, he turns that around and starts to get the confidence going in the other direction, and he'll be right back on track as he was, you know, kind of before this little stretch. But it's not easy to win on TV. And it's a lot of it's just luck. You know, who you draw when. You know, Missy Parkins had a run of kind of bad luck where she's, you know, gotten to some title matches, and she's either, you know, led and had a good look and somebody just bowled a big game at her, or she's won a match or two, and then by the time she gets to the title match, there's transition going on, and she's caught in the middle of transition, and you know, her opponent has a nice look. And so it's just a lot of it's just luck and timing. But you know, when you're a competitive person, it's frustrating to have to deal with that. All right, Taylor. Let's see what you got for us.
Set the over-under here at 9.5. And I usually take the under, but this one I'm taking the over. Puck, please.
Uh-oh.
I tried.
Well, she throws it great. Got good fundamentals. Plenty of power. Obviously, we haven't watched her, for the whole block. We don't know what her score is going into this game. But we have seen some players have some success playing further to the right with urethane.
Gave the Pens some business there.
Yeah.
How many pins did he give you? Look at your score. Look at your score. Oh. Is it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And I'm going to actually stop this for a second. We're going to jump over to Western number 1. We've actually got defending U15 champ John Nunn finishing up.
Oh, nice.
If I can just share the right screen. You want to do the Wayne's World thing for me again, Mike? There we go. There's John.
Bingo.
And he's got a big string of strikes working in the 10th frame here. Yeah. Well, we got to see one shot of one of the premier players in the field, John Nunn, and that puts him in the 250s. So nice finish for him here in game number 4 at Western Bowl. We'll see a lot more of him later this week.
Yeah, that's the one thing, as we make cuts, and we're not even halfway through all of qualifying yet. We will be tonight. We will see those top-notch players that a lot of people want to see. They'll be bowling match play and advanced rounds, and we'll have 3 of the best for each one of our stepladder finals.
And obviously, John coming in good form, having won the Teen Masters. And, that's the thing you have to ask. You can't always assume that, players have continued their development. It's been 2 years since the last time we had junior gold. So some players aged out. Some players maybe haven't had enough. There's a nice little messenger there for Taylor. That's a nice little display of the power. But some of these players maybe are living in states where they haven't had a lot of time to practice. Maybe they've got other interests, other sports they're playing. Maybe they're trying to focus in on finishing out their high school education and moving on to college. You never know. And then there's, some that, we never really even paid much attention to, and now all of a sudden they're contending for the title here. All right, Taylor, what have you got for us this time? Taylor was in the two teens last game. Oh, come on, mix them up. Oh. Can't shake out the 7.
Good shot, nonetheless.
Good technique on the spare. Mike, I understand you were on the Brad and Kyle podcast earlier today.
Yeah, I was.
When do you have time to eat and do all the things that you normally do?
Well, today we had an hour and 45-minute break. I went and ate for 45 minutes and then did 45 minutes of a podcast and fired up the cameras, baby. Yeah, so they just had a little they've been doing a weekly podcast, putting out some content, and we were talking about an event in St. Louis that I'm streaming, and then we covered a few Bowl Expo topics and talked a little bit about Kyle and his injury and how he's not going to be bowling for a while, and Brad is going to bowl, and how they're going to put out some content. And then we talked about Junior Gold and what's happening here at Bowl TV and how everything's going here. And then it was time for me to get ready to fire these up again. All right. Bring you back in over here to Strike Force Bowl. Mike Flanagan here with you. This is where I've been positioned. We're checking out lanes 13, 14, 15, and 16 as we're in game number 4. Again, if you're just joining us, we started 20 minutes late over here roughly due to traffic. But it looks like everybody that will complete over here will still have time if they need to get to another center for a brother or a sister or a friend to be bowling, and their car ride is from over here, should be able to get to the next location with no problem whatsoever. this fourth game, it really seems like the players have figured it out. There's a lot of folks hitting the pocket consistently. And I got to tell you, it's warmer in the center right now than it has been all day yesterday or today. It feels a little warmer. I don't know if that means anything, but seeing a lot of right-handers hit the 1-3 and left-handers hit the 1-2. You know, this is also the fun division, too, for me because of this age group. You've got some of the players have hit a growth spurt already in their life, and you've got some that have yet to hit the growth spurt. Take a look here at Trey Allgood. That's the name I want. How you doing, man? How you doing, buddy?
All good, baby.
I'm all good.
There was a restaurant that we went to during one of the PWBA stops. I think it was in Lexington, called Saul Good.
Oh, yeah. We just saw a washout converted with the head pin flying off the wall, coming across, taking out the other 2 pins and the 10 pin. Yeah, I like the All Good. Trey All Good. And he goes Brooklyn. You know what he said when he came back after that Brooklyn strike?
Saul Good.
He said, all good, man. I love it. I love it. And, you know, I was talking about the growth spurts. You know, Trey.
But wait, Mike. Wait. But.
Yeah. Yeah, so check this out on the left side of your screen, folks. This was from earlier today. Look at this. Booyah.
We didn't speed that footage up. There were no camera tricks. That was just real, raw reaction.
Yeah, it was great. I don't think Trey would ever have a reaction like that because things are just always good.
Yeah, he's just laid back.
Yeah. You know, I also probably think that he doesn't want to cause any drama or any issues because most of the guys in the division are twice his size now.
But you know, it's whoa, earthquake. It's not match play yet. So I think you can get away with it in qualifying.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. I sent you guys a video of a bowler in the opening squad yesterday that I thought threw it really nice, two-handed lefty. And I'm going to bring up, that was so long ago in our text message chain. Oh, my goodness. All right, here it is. Nick Schaberg. I want to see how Nick's doing in the event. Minus 79 day one, 147. He bowled his high game right in front of us, the game I was watching him. Ooh, that 10 pin's not all good.
It's all bad.
It is all bad. Imagine if there was someone with the last name of All Bad and he was a bowler around Nick's age. Or Troy's age, sorry. I think it'd be cool to have the doubles team of all good and all bad. Basically have everything you need. And if they'd ever bowl a trios tournament and they could find a kitchen sink, that would go well. All good, all bad in the kitchen sink. I don't think anybody could beat them. Hey, JT, look all the way off to the right side of your screen here. You're going to see a 610 being bowled at.
Yes.
You're going to see a leopard ball go down the lane at about 2 miles an hour. Chop it. See
Yeah,
that?
I did.
You still got to have a little bit of speed on your plastic ball. If you've got school zone ball speed, I don't think they make a ball that goes straight enough with revolutions on it that you can even pick that stuff up. This is the last squad going, everybody, for this 4 o'clock Junior Gold qualifying time slot for today. Glad you've been watching us here on Bowl TV. Hope you've enjoyed all the action from the best youth bowlers in the world participating here in the largest youth bowling tournament in the world. Curtis Von Kruger will be back to join us at 8:30. He'll have more competition from the U12 division over at All-Star Lanes. Aaron Smith will be over there at the Split House, our host center, Expo Bowl, with more. And tonight I was reading my schedule wrong here. Actually, Curtis Von Kruger is going to be with the U15 girls tonight. JT will be back with his 16 lanes again for us from over at Western Bowl. And right here, I'll be where you're watching right now, Strike Force, coming up at 8:30. I just got scores handed to me after game number 3. It's very convenient. How about Dylan Smith? Bowled 266 the last game, 657 is his total. In second on the squad, Trevor Anifer, 656. Devin McKiskey, 634 is the third on the squad. Jeremy Holcomb, 633. Casey Campbell, 631. Bobby Brennan, 626. Gage Anderson, my man with no revolutions on the bowling ball, 201, 213, 210. I wonder if he went 30 clean there. Awesome. Nice bowling, Gage. Liam Hardman, 188, 218, 224. That's a 624 total for you. Edison Greenbaum, 616. Nick Waldenbach, 612. Jamison Doyle also was 612. Ryan Burgess, 606. Richard LaCorde, 602. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 is a magic number. 14 of our U15 boys over here are plus on this squad. Highest scoring squad that we've seen so far.
Yeah, that Gage is a heck of a spare shooter.
He really is. As a matter of fact, that's not the right channel. Try that again. This is why we typically put up a little graphic when we do this. I know this pair is working because I was just looking at it. One more time. Give it a try here. JT, any chance you could try Strike Force 9 through 12 for me?
Sure thing.
Because I'm suddenly having a connectivity issue over here on my end. Not sure why either. You having difficulties as well?
I'm a little slow because I'm uploading,
Oh, okay.
but I'm slowly but surely getting there.
I got right next door still working though. I don't know what happened over there, but
Did you say 9 through 12?
yeah, 9 through 12.
Yeah, I appear to be black on that screen.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem. I don't know. It was working just literally 5 minutes ago.
I do have 13 through 16
Yeah, that's what I got up on the screen right now.
and 17 through 32, or 17 through 20 and 21 through 24. You know, the one thing, Mike, when I was growing up, it was very clear who the good bowlers were. You could tell by their physical games. Now it seems like there's so many players that have excellent physical games.
Yep.
What separates them is their knowledge and lane play ability. And, you know, I think that's just coaching and experience. I mean, it must be very difficult to be a college recruiter now because you see so many diamonds in the rough. And I can certainly see, you know, some programs taking some chances on some kids who maybe haven't had great results, but they look at their physical game and they say, wow, if I could just teach this young man or woman how to, you know, play a certain part of the lane or understand their equipment a little better, I could have a potential All-American on my hands.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. You're right. Like, I hate to say back in the day or back in my day,
Back when I was.
but it was kind of true where it's like, okay, well, oh man, that kid's here. You got to watch him throw the ball, right?
Right.
Or this, you got to see this young lady throw the ball from wherever she's from, a couple hours away or whatever, and it's like, wow, yeah, she's gonna be great. Well, now it's almost like you say, oh, he throws it great, he throws it great, she throws it great, she throws it great. They all throw it.
You know, I've looked up at the score a bunch of times. I've seen, you know, certain kids throw the ball, and I look up and I go, wow, this kid throws it great. And you look up and they're 200 under. And you go, how is that possible? And, you know, I think, like I said, it's, and I think bad bowling is magnified nowadays because, you know, there's so much technical knowledge needed. So if you know, just don't understand where the right place is to play, you know, you can shoot an incredibly low score, but you have the physical ability, you know, if you just could get your feet in the right place and understand how to play the lanes, you could be an excellent bowler. It's just a matter of having someone behind him or her, you know, telling them where to stand. And a big game here on lane 16, Mike. Another young man who throws a great strike ball. Liam Hardman. Bang.
Yeah, what a great game by Liam. 244. Throws the last 9 strikes.
I mean, if Liam were to teleport back to 1989 when I was bowling big junior tournaments. Hi, Liam. we would be like, oh my gosh, this kid's gonna win.
He may win 5 titles on tour.
Yeah, I mean, he has such an intimidating physical game. who knows? Maybe we'll see him. Maybe we'll see him bowl for the title this week. But yeah, everywhere you look, there's a Liam. There's another one, just messengering out the 10-pin like nobody's business.
Folks, we're going to have a guest join us tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern on tonight's Junior Gold broadcast. And I'm going to surprise our team here with our guest, but we have a guest coming on tonight at 9 o'clock. You're not going to miss it. I can tell you that it's a pretty big guest tonight. Pretty big one. Pretty big one. It's going to make tonight's broadcast.
Are you going to give us a hint?
Very enjoyable. It's not going to be a giraffe.
On site or remote?
Remote. It'll be a remote. It'll be a remote call in from this person's home. And this person, I've actually been lining up guests for the next couple of days.
Okay.
I've got a handful of them. Let's just put it this way. I've got past Junior Gold champions. I've got recent successors on the PBA and PWBA tours. Recent successors. What I mean by successors, they won. Don't know if that was the right vocab for that. I've got top 5 players in the world. I almost just arguably had the most talented bowler in the world for the last 10 years come on to join us to talk about the two-hander, but life got in the way, but could possibly join us another time, because this is kind of the night squad's a good time for that person because of the time difference. Get the kids to school and then it's game on. So taking the kids to school right now. So I've been over here working the Rolodex just to get us some guests to join us here on Bowl TV. So I know they love watching the Youth Bowl, and they'll give everyone some extra insight, a little more value for you as well here on Bowl TV. So I'm looking forward to it. But tonight we got our first one, JT.
Okay, can't wait.
First one tonight. I will give one hint, which I don't think a lot of people would get this.
It feels like you've given several hints already.
Okay. Well, but I haven't said who it is tonight.
Yeah.
I just said that there's going to be multiple guests over the next few days. Our guest tonight is someone that loves this event and felt terrible not being able to come to the trade show. And missed a flight, so he wants to check in on Junior Gold tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. He'll be on to join us.
Okay. Well, that's looks like that wraps it up for our coverage.
Yep,
for the 4 p.m. squad.
Yep, every lane is is done except for one. The last ball just went down the lane. Bring it back into the booth. Mike and JT here with you. Hope you've enjoyed our 4 o'clock squad. A little bit of extended time because of the traffic delay here in my center. JT, I want to thank you for staying on with me when I know you didn't have to. Appreciate you hanging out with me. And we're looking forward to bringing you the coverage here this evening from Junior Gold. After tonight's, we'll be halfway through Evolve qualifying, JT.
We will. And, we know in the U20 division, the last 2 patterns got a little more difficult. There were some scores to be had on the first 2. I don't know if that's going to be the same rotation that we're going to see here during Youth Week, which is U12, U15, and U18. But things starting to shape up on the leaderboards in the 3 different divisions. So we'll have to see what happens tonight and then where we stand going into the final 2 days. Tomorrow, moving day at Junior Gold.
Yes, sir. Moving day indeed. So, hey, folks, this wouldn't be possible without the folks at the BPAA and the BPAA board, along with the USBC and the USBC board. Our friends at Kegel, our official lane maintenance supplier of the Junior Gold Championships. Also, Logo Infusion. I Am Bowling, powered by Logo Infusion, supplying all the jerseys and a great partner of Junior Gold. Also want to thank the athletes for all the great competition that we've had here on the lanes and all the action we have coming up here the rest of the week as well. Also want to thank you, the Bowl TV community, for supporting bowling at every level and being with us. Without you, the show doesn't make it. And we certainly do appreciate all of you interacting in the chat, giving your feedback, and being along for the ride. So for Jason Thomas, for Curtis Von Kruger, for Aaron Smith, all the folks that are working the event, the volunteers, the staff, parents, just everybody here in Indy. We're having a great time. I'm Mike Flanagan. Remember, here on Bowl TV, Bowling Lives Here. We'll see you tonight at 8:30 Eastern for our final qualifying round of the day. See you later, everybody.
Don't worry about it.